Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to a special episode of Ain't Nobody Squeaky Clean. As always, I want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you for chiming in. I know you're busy and you have other things that you could be doing, but you chose to spend your time here for a few moments. And I really, really appreciate you. So, those that know me know that I'm one of the biggest, if not the biggest, Kobe Bryant, Black Mamba fan on earth. I rode with Kobe his entire career. I stayed beside him through all the ups and downs. There were a lot of haters, and I always stayed there because I knew that this man was an incredible basketball talent. Now, remember, none of us, or at least not many of us, know these people personally. So we cheer them on for the profession that they have, for the skill that they present, and for the entertainment and joy that they bring to our lives for the 2 to 3 hours that we're able to spend with them every time they suit up and play. So last night, something happened in the NBA that made the entire world stop. Bam Adebayo, a power forward for the Miami Heat, scored 83 points in a single game. Let that sink in. 83 points. That means he just passed one of the most legendary performances in basketball history by my man, Kobe Bryant, who scored 81 points in a game. For years, that number felt untouchable. And quite honestly, I posted last night that I never thought in my life that I would ever see anybody surpass 81. Now, Wilt's 100, that's almost mythical. And I don't know if we'll ever see anybody touch that. But Bam is now number 2 on the list. But going back to Kobe's 81, that felt like a modern day NBA mountain. One that Bam Adebayo has now climbed. So the question today isn't just about the stat line. The real question is, what would Kobe Bryant think about it? To understand why this moment matters, you have to remember what Kobe's 81 meant. January 22nd, 2006, the Lakers versus the Raptors. I actually watched that game, and I thank God that I didn't go to sleep. Kobe walked on the floor and put on one of the most unbelievable scoring performances the game has ever seen. 81 points as a shooting guard, not a center, not a dominant big man living at the rim. Kobe had to create everything: fadeaways, pull ups, threes, attacking double teams. And he scored 55 points in the second half alone. That game became the ultimate example of the Mamba mentality: relentless, focused, ruthless. So Bam's 83 is different. Now here comes Bam Adebayo, and he breaks that mark with these 83 points. But here's what makes this fascinating. Bam is a completely different type of player. He's a 6'9" physical big man, a defensive anchor, a pick and roll monster, a paint presence. His dominance comes from strength and positioning, not just shot creation. So the debate is already starting. People will say, was it harder for Kobe as a guard? Was it easier for Bam as a big man? But honestly, scoring 83 points in the NBA is almost impossible no matter who you are. The defenses adjust, teams double you, fatigue sets in. To keep scoring past 50, 60, 70, you have to be in a completely different mental zone. That is a zone of all zones right there. Now, here's the part that people often get wrong about Kobe Bryant. Kobe wasn't protective of records. He was protective of competition. Kobe wanted the next generation to push the game further. He studied Michael Jordan. Jordan studied the legends before him. Every generation is supposed to raise the bar. So if Bam scored 83, I don't think Kobe would be angry. I don't think he'd feel disrespected. In fact, I think he would respect the work and probably be the first person to go over there and dap him up. And he would also say something very Kobe-like. Something like, cool, do it again. Because Kobe didn't care about moments. He cared about standards. The real connection between Kobe's 81 and Bam's 83 isn't the position. It's the mentality required to reach that level. To score 80 plus points, you need confidence that borders on irrational, elite conditioning, total focus, and a refusal to stop attacking. That is the Mamba mentality. And if Bam did it, which he did, Kobe's legacy doesn't shrink, it actually grows. Because it means the standard he set is still pushing the game forward. So congratulations to Bam Adebayo on a historic night. 83 points, a performance that will be talked about for decades. But somewhere in basketball heaven, you can almost hear Kobe saying one thing. Good. Now go chase Wilt's 100. John Salley, who played with Kobe for a few years at the end of his career, was on a podcast one time, and he said that there were several occasions where Kobe could have gone after Wilt's 100, but Phil Jackson wouldn't let him do it. So John said he asked Phil, said, hey man, why didn't you let Kobe, try to go for the record? And Phil at the time said, some records aren't meant to be broken. Well, I can tell you that Kobe would feel differently. And if he had a chance to get that 100, he would definitely want to go after it, which is why he would push anybody after him to do the same. If you have a chance to make history, you do it. So Bam, hats off to you. And from me to you, your name from this day forward is the Black Mamba. Till next time, this is Ain't Nobody Squeaky Clean. I appreciate you listening, and I'll talk to you soon.